My name is Matthew Walsh, and I will be your host for the event. On today's event, we have Vladimir from the Token team.
Matthew, it's great to be here again, and hopefully this week we can answer all your questions. I look forward to giving the right answers for you guys.
Amazing. Thank you, Vladimir. Now, without further ado, let's begin with the questions. Our first question is from Dodo, and it's regarding the buybacks. How does Minutes Network Token ensure that bought back tokens accurately reflect the fiat revenue share?
Yes, okay, Dodo. So all tokens are bought back algorithmically and randomly on the open market and recorded on the blockchain.
We now have multiple questions around marketing. What are the marketing plans for Minutes Network Token?
So yeah, marketing is being rolled out as we speak, and you will see a significant increase in the marketing activities over the coming weeks.
Are there any plans of promoting via YouTube, for example, influencers?
Yes, surely. We have already launched various YouTube videos, and we'll be launching more YouTube videos in amongst various marketing campaigns due to go live. Also, we're adding a new media section to our website containing all of our marketing activities.
And Vlad, when will these marketing campaigns begin?
So the marketing campaigns will begin in the coming week or so.
Right now, there are 0 interactions happening in the main Telegram channel. In terms of numbers, is there any minimum targeted numbers to grow the Telegram community to?
Yes, well, Anon, there are various Telegram channels, both official and unofficial, with lots of activity. And the number of users are increasing across all social platforms.
We now have 4 questions around Minutes Network. The first question is from Anon. What is the best way for a community member to contact the team with telecom leads if they happen to have good ones?
Yeah, so for that, please contact sales@minutesnetwork.io.
Another question from Anon. What proportion of revenue will be shared with app developers before hitting the TRP? If it is based on a case-by-case basis, please could you give a range?
All right, so this is not strictly an M&T question, but Minutes Network negotiates a revenue share with each app up to a maximum of 50% of the gross revenue.
And also, is there any other significant cost where the revenue will be channeled before hitting the TRP?
Yeah, so we will keep our running costs as low as possible, and we do not require infrastructure in countries or licenses to operate.
We have a final question regarding Minutes Network from Bin Chicken. Is the app monetization revenue paid to the apps that embedded the SDK sourced from the 47.5% network growth allocation of M&T tokens? And if not, from which streams does it originate?
Yeah, also this one is not strictly an M&T question, but the Minutes Network pays apps from the fiat income it receives from its telco customers. The apps have no connections to the tokens.
Thank you, Vlad. We will now move on to multiple questions around the token and NFTs. The first question comes from Satish. What are you doing to stabilize the token price, and is it tied to a stable coin?
Okay, so there will be no tie to a stable coin, and the secondary market will determine the economic value for the M&T and our NFTs.
When will the token be publicly tradable? And is there any chance of the token getting on Binance?
Yes, Uzor, we have plans for secondary market listings, and they will be announced in due course.
Fantastic. First question regarding NFTs from Bin Chicken. Are the NFTs going to be cross-chain and transfer supported?
Yes, absolutely. We will support cross-chain NFT transfers.
As the nodes wander off via NFT transfers cross-chain, are the rewards all held on ETH in the portal, or will the design be that the tokens also follow the NFT cross-chain for claiming?
Yeah, so cross-chain claiming will be supported in due course. We have a brand new cross-chain system which we will be rolling out. It's different than any other solution today in the market.
Fantastic. That's quite exciting. I'm looking forward to that myself. So now, another question from Trident. How is the node activated?
Okay, so if you have staked 50,000 or 10,000 MNTs, your node will automatically be activated.
Is the NFT staked in a smart contract?
Yes, absolutely. All staking is controlled by smart contracts.
What wallets will support Minutes Network token and the NFTs?
Okay, so all popular EVM compatible wallets are supported. And in the near future, as we roll out our multi-chain solution, more wallets will be supported.
That was the final question regarding NFTs and the token. Now we will move on to questions regarding the public sale. The first question is from Anon. The anticipated closing of the public sale is another 3 months. Is there any plan B in place if the sale is not sold out before the end of the year?
Yeah, okay, so despite a bearish market, node sales continue to rise, and you can track this on the portal. We are optimistic the sale will complete pre-Christmas. We also have multiple exciting game-changing announcements and events to be made public soon.
A question from Dare regarding the public sale. 85 validator nodes and 15 switch nodes have sold in the last 30 days. If it stays at this pace, it could take over a year to complete. Is there any time limit for the node sale?
Of token and node sales is dynamic. And with the release of our up and coming marketing campaigns and the significant announcement mentioned that are around the corner, we are confident that the sale will be completed in a timely manner.
We will now move to questions around rewards and MNT staking. First question, what is the number of Minutes Network token bonded per Unity node?
Okay, so node tokens are bonded. To secure a node, you need to make and maintain at least the minimum threshold stake for each particular node. If you unstake your MNT, your node is released for someone else to secure.
Will there be a material difference in rewards between owning 5 validator nodes or 1 switch node?
Yeah, so the answer is that it will depend on the level of token staking. Whereas the early staking rewards and node holding rewards are paid pro rata based on a per node basis, the ongoing staking rewards are allocated on common rewards per staked MNT ratio. So a validation node with 50,000 MNT staked against it would generate the same rewards as a switch node with 50k MNT staked against it.
Will running a node always be more lucrative than staking the same amount of tokens as a delegator? If so, how will you ensure this after the early rewards have been distributed?
Yes, running a node will always be more beneficial than staking as a delegator. First, those who stake on their own nodes earn twice the rewards per staked MNT when compared to delegated stakers. Second, nodes come with NFTs. And as there are only 3,000, these may reasonably, foreseeably become tradable with their own market value that is higher than the tokens staked against them.
From a delegator's perspective, what happens if the node they have staked to is sold by its owner? Would there be a notification for this event? And what if the new owner decided to change the node owner fee / commission?
Yeah, the public delegate to one public node, which will never ever be sold.
would you consider waiving the minimum staking requirement of 50,000 tokens to earn rewards to those who bought Switch nodes at $10,000 until they make back their initial investment?
No. Nodes are staked for MNT, and rewards are generated in MNT for providing network capacity and quality.
What is the comparison of node rewards versus the staking rewards and long-term sustainability?
Node holders qualify for 3 sources of rewards. 10% of total rewards allocated on a per node basis, the early node staking rewards equally distributed, and they share in the 60% MNT staking rewards subject to the algorithmic burn. Node stakers only participate in the third element, and those who delegate to the public node also receive rewards from the third element, but at a rate reduced by 50%.
Amazing answer, Vlad. Thank you. Can you display clear formulas for the node and delegator rewards calculations?
Yeah, so all formulas have now been added to the Explorer.
Will the tokens staked to Unity nodes count as a circulating supply and thus will influence the algorithmic burn?
No, when establishing the total circulating supply number used to determine the burn rate, we exclude all tokens staked to Unity nodes and all tokens in the network expansion and user reward wallets.
What happens to rewards lost due to a user error?
Okay, so all rewards are lost due to user error or go unclaimed. For example, user rewards that lie unclaimed for over 60 months are burned.
Are there incentives for owning multiple nodes after early rewards end and potential ecosystem impacts?
Yes, so the early node rewards for node holders last for 24 months. We hope that the long-term reward generative prospects for the MNT nodes will be the real incentive for node holders to want to keep their nodes. But node holders will make their own long-term decisions as to whether they wish to keep their nodes.
Will user rewards be distributed proportionately to the cost of the call or time duration or some other algorithm?
Yeah, okay, so user rewards are allocated to call makers and receivers, each more in proportion to their contribution to overall Minutes Network revenues.
And how do you claim validator and switch node rewards in fiat, and how will the process work?
Yeah, okay, so all rewards are allocated in MNT. Rewards are automatically added to the portal, and you can withdraw rewards directly from your portal.
What are the node staking rewards based on the active nodes and handling rewards for inactive ones?
Okay, so node staking rewards are earned proportionate to the node's uptime. However, any node whose uptime falls below 50% will receive no reward allocation in the epoch, and the rewards will be shared with those nodes that were operative.
What is the extra node staking rewards calculation, assuming all nodes are active? Shouldn't this be based on active nodes only, or are you burning the rewards for the ones that are not active?
Yeah, the early node staking rewards are attached to each node. The node holder can claim them only if they hold the node for the entire epoch. Unclaimable rewards have not been earned and are burned.
Can you give clarification on how early node rewards are distributed over 24 months?
Yeah, only nodes which are staked for an entire monthly epoch will receive rewards.
Does overstaking on your own node count as delegation?
Yeah, well, there is no such thing as overstaking. There are only minimum stake holding criteria, but there's no upper limit for staking.
What decides the amount of staking? Is it the lowest amount during the month?
Okay, beyond the minimum threshold stakes required to initially secure and maintain a node, further staking decisions lie in the hands of node and MNT holders.
Are staked MNT deposited into a smart contract?
Yes, absolutely. All staking is controlled by smart contracts.
And how will the minting of NFTs work?
NFTs will be minted one only. There are only 3,000 nodes and the number will not increase.
And final question from Trident. Do we send MNT to a smart contract in exchange for the NFT?
Yeah, you stake MNT in exchange for an NFT via a smart contract.
Question from Uzor. Can you change rewards to profits on the Explorer for clarity?
No, rewards are generated in MNT for providing network capacity and quality.
Second question from Uzor. Can someone else delegate my tokens on my behalf from their wallet?
No, Uzor, only you can delegate your tokens, and we do not recommend that you share your wallet with anyone.
Thank you, Vlad. We are now down to the final 4 questions. First question is from A15A. What are the possible ways for World Mobile token holders to accumulate Minutes Network tokens?
Yeah, okay, so there are 4 ways for WMT holders to accumulate MNT. First one is via the airdrop. Second, by purchasing in the public sale. Thirdly, by staking nodes and earning rewards. And fourth, by placing a delegated stake on the public node.
A question from Elias Nikoladis. What happens if the project fails to get adopted by the planned number of users? How will the rewards be sustained?
Yeah, this is actually a Minutes Network question. I will refer to the up and coming network, Minutes Network AMA.
Would you consider this is an ASIC-backed token?
No, MNT is actually a real-world industry-backed token.
Fantastic. And now we're at the final question regarding the WMT airdrop. If the airdrop for World Mobile token holders takes a period of 10 months, if they withdraw some World Mobile tokens, will it affect the amount of dropped Minutes Network tokens?
Yeah, okay, so no. Once the airdrop has gone out, the airdropped tokens are yours and can be controlled in your portal.
Super. Vlad, thank you for taking the time to answer all the questions today. And thank you all for listening to today's Token AMA session. Your time is greatly appreciated as always. So please stay tuned for more updates in the coming days. And don't forget, every minute counts.